Greetings, YouTube friends. It's Joyce from Moore's Patch of Heaven Homestead, and today we are going to make a spelt artisan bread. Okay, what we're going to do now is we are going to take our spelt berries. We're using an organic spelt kernel that we get from Azure Standard, or you can get it from Country Life Natural Foods. And we like to buy it in this size because it's more manageable. We don't use it that often. We're not big bread eaters, but when we do, we're going to grind it ourselves. So Jedediah is now going to use our Ultra Mill, and he is going to grind 5 cups of spelt for us. Okay, so we need 5 cups. Make sure you measure right. That wasn't quite 5 cups. I'm a full cup.
A little bit more on this one.
There you go. Okay, now let me get it started.
Stop spinning.
There's still a little bit in there. Okay, now you pull the lid off.
This part comes out
Big
first. Now.
Okay, there is our flour that we got from our spelt kernels. It's amazing to think that you can take this and turn it into flour. But anyway, now we're going to go ahead and make the dough. Okay, 5 cups of flour that we're going to put in there.
All of it.
I don't think so. I think that actually it made more than that. Make sure that you measure all the way to the top. Now, the reason that we're using spelt flour is it's so rich in minerals and protein, and it actually has something in it called macropolysaccharides. I'm sure I said that completely, botched that completely up, but it is really, really good. It's credited for strengthening the body's immune system. It's an ancient grain, and so we are trying to use more of the ancient grains, and it's just one of those that tastes delicious.
5.
Did you get 5?
Yep.
Okay, 5 cups, and then we want 1.5 cups of water. This is an artisan bread. So what's going to happen is we're going to make the dough now, and then it's going to sit on the counter for 7 to 9 hours, depending on how warm the house is. And it's kind of cold right now, so it may go a little bit longer. But anyway, we're going to bring you back tomorrow and show you the process after it's risen. Then we'll stick it in our Dutch oven.
We need it.
And yeah, the one right there. Down here. That way it doesn't stick as much. We'll put it in our Dutch oven with a lid, and we will let it bake for 30 minutes with the lid on at 425 or 450.
Maybe a little bit more
And
water.
then we'll take the lid off and let it go for another 10, and it's going to be one of those beautiful loaves that when you knock it, it's hollow and has the scores in it. So
It might need a little bit more
yeah,
water.
okay, a little bit more. I think you may have put a little bit more. And you have to kind of play around with the recipe because it is a spelt. It's like a whole wheat. You may need to add a little bit more as far as liquid is concerned, because when you're dealing with whole wheat flour, you always seem to need more liquid than you would with just regular white.
Yeah, we need all of it.
Okay. Anyway, so now we're going to
Looks
add
like pancakes.
salt and yeast. Looks like pancakes. It's a very sticky dough. So don't be alarmed when you're making it. You're going, oh, this is so sticky. That's the way it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in this container here with a lid on it. And then we will just let it rise and it'll double and it'll be bubbly and yummy. And yeah, it's so delicious. We love it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and add the yeast now. You're gonna need 3/4 teaspoon of yeast.
And 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Yep. Same
Okay.
yeast and same salt.
Yep.
This is
And so it's
3/4.
well, you're gonna do this and this. So it's such a simple recipe. It's all it is 4 ingredients. It's your flour, your water, your salt, and your yeast. That is it, guys. It can be done, and you don't even have to do this process of grinding. You can use just a plain whole wheat flour. We like it because it kind of it keeps the nutrients in it when you grind it fresh like this, but it's not necessary at all. You can just use organic flour and it'll come out just as good. And boy, when it's done, it's so hard to keep your hands off of it and not cut into it right away and put the butter on it. But we try to let it sit for at least 10 minutes. Can't usually get any more than that. Okay, did you get that in there? So we can show them what the dough looks like. And like I said, it's very, very sticky. And that's what you want. You don't want it to be like, you know, like pizza dough or when you're making regular bread and it's just a round ball. It has to be sticky. And see how sticky this is? That is good. So what we're gonna do now is you're gonna put your sticky dough in there. Just scoop it all in there. There we go.
That's it.
That is it. Came out. And we want to just show you how sticky it is. And by tomorrow, the bottom of this will be filled. It'll be bubbly. And it'll be risen. It'll be ready to make bread. Okay, so this is it for now. And we will bring you back. Yeah, we have to put a lid on it.
But not all the way.
Well,
you put it on all the way.
most of the way because it has some yeast in it. But yeah, we just, and our house is kind of chilly because the weather's changing. So it may take until tomorrow mid-morning, but we will bring you back and show you the rest of the process of this yummy spelt Dutch oven artisan bread. Okay guys, I wanted to show you what the bread turned out looking like. I realized I forgot the few steps that I wanted to show you. How we put it in the Dutch oven, and how we put a piece of parchment paper down, so I'm going to have to backtrack a little. And I want to show you the beautiful fall leaves. Carthage is the maple leaf city, and so we have a great big festival this weekend called Maple Leaf Festival, and people come from all over the country to see the beautiful trees that are lining our city, the beautiful maple leaves. Trees. So I wanted to show you a few of the maple leaves that we picked up so far. Not too many of the trees are completely in bloom yet, but we did find these at the park, so I wanted to share them with you because they're just absolutely gorgeous. They will go from green to yellow to orange to red. They are absolutely amazing. And we are having a huge parade tomorrow, which we all look forward to. It's like 3 hours. Seriously guys, a 3-hour parade, but it is so much fun. But anyway, I wanted to show you the bread. It didn't come out as big as it usually does, but our house is extremely cold right now. We don't have our wood stove going yet. Jean likes to wait till it's a little bit cooler, or colder I should say, before we start it, because it does run on a lot of wood and stuff, so we usually wait till it's really, really cold. But the bread ended up not rising like I would have liked it to, but you know what? It's life, and I'm going to show it to you. This is a Dutch oven that we put it in, and it's just amazing. You put a piece of parchment paper in the bottom. Usually this would rise probably to double the size, but it's going to be yummy. I'm just thinking that the house was probably extremely cool because usually my loaves are huge. But you know, it is what it is, and I still wanted to share it with you. It's still going to be yummy. It just didn't get as big as it usually does and poofs up. So I'm going to try this again, and I'm going to show you how it really is supposed to look. But this is still okay. It's a beautiful loaf. It's going to be yummy with butter on it. So we're still going to eat it. But anyway, for those of you that don't know what a whisper mill was that we ground the wheat with, I realized I failed to tell you a little bit more about that. It's a grinder, and you can grind whole grains in there and make flour. You can use it for rice and make flour, rice flour. You can use beans and make a bean flour. It's an amazing little contraption that we use. And we don't always use it. We used to use it a lot more because we don't make a lot of bread. But anyway, I'm going to slice this real quick and just kind of show you what it looks like. And again, this is spelt. So spelt does not get as big as regular bread would. When you're using regular bread, it would get a whole lot, you know, it has a lot more leavening in there. And so it would get a lot bigger. But look at that, guys. It's still a beautiful bread. Whole wheat never gets quite as, it's a little bit more dense. Look how beautiful that is. And it is so yummy on the inside. It's going to be delicious. But anyway, guys, I wanted to show you the bread that we made. Even though it didn't rise the way I would have liked it to, it's still going to be delicious. And, you know, that's just how it is. That's just real life. But anyway, I hope you like what you saw. If so, tell a friend. Ring that bell so that you'll get notifications as to when we have another video. And until next time, guys, God bless you.